6:50 is the time this Tuesday. Back here with our Sunrise Smart Start. I'm Brennan Summers. We do begin with all this snow. The winter weather hitting much of the state in the northeast this morning. A live view over in Brighton, 590 Elmwood Avenue. Things moving along. The plows have been out moving for several hours now. Of course, some of these teams were out last week toward the western part of the state dealing with that Thanksgiving snowstorm, and now they're spread out to different regions, including here. You can also text anytime to 333-111, your county name or a neighboring county somewhere else in New York if you want some updates on loved ones or friends to see what they are dealing with. As for us, let's turn now to our meteorologist, James Gilbert. The snow's been going for a couple of hours now, buddy, and this is kind of just a long duration and beautiful, but let's get the boat out of the water in Canandaigua, huh?
Yeah, how about that? Canandaigua lady hanging out with us. We're going to start seeing these waters start to freeze over as we've got day after day at or even below freezing. Here's your snowfall. You can see it just about everywhere across western New York. Some pockets of heavier snow through Victor, and then you've got one out here, Albion, Murray, there in Orleans County. Numbers stay below freezing. Snow tapers off this afternoon, then another quick shot late tonight. We'll take a look at the 8-day forecast in just a bit.
All right, thank you, James. That's the weather and other headlines we're following happening today. The sentencing will be announced for one of two suspects convicted in a drug deal that nearly ended with someone killed earlier this year. RPD says 19-year-old Reginald Sampson is the man who robbed and shot an 18-year-old back on May 10th on Augustine Street. He was arrested during a traffic stop that same month when officers say they also found a loaded ghost gun in a car. The driver, 20-year-old Tanijah McKnight, was arrested that day as well. Sampson pleaded guilty to gun and attempted murder charges in October. His sentencing is at 9:30. Also today, a sentencing for one of the women found guilty of stabbing James Wooden, a 67-year-old, to death in September 2021 at Duran Eastman Park. 43-year-old Shannon Reinholtz was convicted of second-degree murder in 2023. Police say Reinholtz and Kristen Kruger stabbed the victim more than 40 times. Kruger pleaded guilty to manslaughter. Reinholtz is due in court coming up at 1:30. A new town justice is officially on the job in Irondequoit after his swearing in. Longtime prosecutor Roman Missoula took the oath during a special board meeting last night. That seat opened up when Brian Green was tapped to become the next district attorney from Monroe County. Missoula, born in Ukraine, raised in Rochester, also served as an assistant DA for the county. And he spoke to the board after getting sworn in, saying he is honored to serve.
I'm intensely aware of the opportunities this country has given me. I hope to make everyone in this room proud in this position. I hope to make the community proud in doing this work.
Organizers with the Ukrainian Festival send their congrats as well to him, adding he's the first Ukrainian-born judge to serve here in that capacity. Big changes are on the way, affecting millions of drivers all over New York. The state is revamping the point system. Beginning early next year, if you get pulled over for a traffic violation or get a ticket, the consequences could be even more harsh and stay on your record longer. The changes are part of the governor's plan to take high-risk drivers off the road. One update, which has been in effect since January, the number of driving convictions that lead to your license getting revoked. It was 5 DUI convictions, now 4. Other changes to keep in mind taking effect in 2026. Driving more than 10 miles over the speed limit, that will cost you 4 points on your license instead of 3. On your phone while behind the wheel, that's an increase from 5 to 6 points for the penalty. Reckless driving, passing a school bus with a stop sign out, or speeding through a work zone, you get hit with 8 points. Today is Giving Tuesday. That is a chance to give back to more than 600 nonprofits all throughout the greater Rochester region. 9 counties they're helping out here today. Ron Spitzer live this morning at one of the ROC the Day call centers for United Way, where everyone's still taking your donations. Ron.
Yep, they've reached $16,200. I remind you that when we started here, we were at $6,000 at 5 a.m. We're here with Aaron Bombard from the Comms and Marketing team. What is ROC the Day for those who don't know?
Yeah, ROC the Day is a 24-hour give-a-thon. So if you head to rocktheday.org, you can donate to over 500 organizations that are participating in the day with one transaction. So folks can add their favorite causes and nonprofit organizations to a shopping cart and donate. So you can choose between 1, you can choose between 20, however many causes and nonprofits you want to support today. We try to make it as easy as possible to give on this Giving Tuesday.
And what is your goal for the day? and how does this number, the $16,200 number, compare to last year?
Yeah, so a little slow this morning, but I'm so optimistic we're going to reach that goal. We are looking for $1 million today. So we've been doing Rock the Day for 15 years, and we've collectively raised over $13 million within that time.
And these organizations are quite small. Can you please go over kind of how small? Because I think people assume they're larger.
Yeah. So there's some larger organizations that are participating today, but there's a lot of small nonprofits and nonprofits that might have no fundraising team or might be run by a volunteer, or maybe they only have one full-time staff person. It's really hard for them to do all the fundraising and all the marketing and everything else they need to do to support their services. So we help lean in and provide that support for them. So we're doing the fundraising, we're doing all the marketing, and we're really helping to drive some donors their way.
Yep, working to reach that $1 million goal. Brennan, for now, back to you.
All right, Iran, thank you for sharing that. We'll be checking this all throughout the day, RochesterFirst.com and on air noon, and this afternoon beginning at 4. Final sunrise traffic here 5 minutes ago until 7. How about that view? What you'll expect? That's from our Greater Rock Sky Eye. Give yourself plenty of extra time to warm that car up, dust off the snow that's fallen already. More is on the way. And then, James, once we get past today, we can just talk about how cold it's going to get heading into the weekend.
Yeah, that's right. The snow's probably going to stick around for quite a while here. It's that kind of like light, grainy snow out there. Ice crystals. Temperatures get to about 32. Tomorrow, well, cloudy, and then a cold front comes in late. That's going to bring snow showers and a cold blast on Thursday into Friday.
We got more coming your way on our podcast, where we are Monday through Friday, 9 o'clock, the Rochester First streaming app, Spotify, YouTube, and top of RochesterFirst.com. One topic to address today with James: shopping for Christmas trees.
Oh, yeah.
Got one. We'll see you then. CBS Mornings on the way at 7.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, X, and on our app for news and weather. Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 On Demand, plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.